Well, hello there, friends. Welcome back to Role-Playing Unlimited Presents Open Table Sunday Group 2, our third session here. Pleased to be back with you. I, of course, am your host, Treasury HP, coming to you live from the Hunt Meridian, where the Great Plains begin. We've got some extra planar environs on tap here today for your afternoon enjoyment. We're going to get going here into the voice chat. What's up? What's up?
What's up?
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Can you hear me?
Oh, Sharena's coming in super soft. I can hear she's trying to say something. And Parker, welcome back. Good to see you again.
I am really happy to be back, but man, time zones are messing with me.
Oh, I bet.
You got any idea what time it is here, man?
I'm gonna guess 7:15.
It is currently midnight.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. A little after midnight. I think she's 8 hours. She's like way around the other side of the world from us.
Oh, damn.
Yep, I'm in England for the next couple weeks.
Oh, I was gonna say, okay, yeah, if that's your permanent setup, then yeah, for sure. Maybe the morning Sundays would be better fitting, because that would at least be Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, once I get back home, it'll be a lot less, a lot less weird. But for
Oh, I
right
bet.
now, it's just gonna be awkward for a couple weeks.
Wow, out of town and still joining us. Thank you, thank you. Good to see you.
I wouldn't miss it for the world. I love you guys.
Much love, much love.
Besides, I need to redeem myself from being infested with brain parasites last time.
And Don joining us here after some early issues today. Hope you're feeling well, buddy.
Thank you. I'm feeling a little bit better, drinking a lot of water, getting some rest, and, you know, playing your game.
Yeah, I was gonna ask how that went with the what you was going through.
Yeah, no, they did a whole scan and they saw it and they were like, yep, it's kidney stones and the whole kit and caboodle, so, you know, I just have to deal with it.
Oof, as they say. And where's Julie? I see she's in the game, but not yet in our Discord chat. Where in the world? Oh, somebody's texting me. Yep, Altheris is hopefully will be joining us. Looks like the desktop blue screened while he was trying to get in. Oh yeah, the heat wave for sure. Yeah, I may need to rearrange my whole setup here, because this side right here on this side of me is like the hottest side of the house, and it's like 112 degrees out today, and my computer is like right here next to it. So probably not the smartest idea. Just make sure Julie gets the notice there, and hopefully jumps in here with us. But let's get
We got
back.
a couple of levels last time, right?
Actually 3.
Sweet.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, where are we on that front?
I'm not sure. We're on the loading page, so we don't know.
Right. Well,
We were in the astral plane, I mean, the ethereal plane fighting some stuff.
Oh, the imps, or not imps.
Yeah, the imps and that the fire breathing magma thingies, whatever.
Yeah, weren't
liquid
imps,
hot
weren't they?
magma.
Liquid hot magma. But yeah, no, the last thing I remember is I had a few brain worms crawl into my ears during a fight, and I passed out because ew, brain worms.
Yeah, you missed the last session in which we resolved the parasite issue, completed our first quest, and got 300 XP. So if you click that little anvil that's pulsing next to your class and level right there, that will trigger the character mancer for you, Parker, so you can go ahead and level up to 2. Sargoth, likewise, you are good there. You already did your level up. Everybody should be level 2 right now. Just double check and make sure everything looks good. Valtheris, you will need to level up to 2 when you're able to join us, whether it be tonight or between sessions. Looks like Julie's going through the level up process right now. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. Oh yeah, level 2. Oh yeah. What's happening there, patient? Good to see you, buddy.
Ooh.
Hello?
I learned something new at level 2.
How to hail a cab? Cab's here.
I'm looking under like the features and feats and spells and all that stuff, and it says underneath feats, it says, as you exchange your novice notions of the world for experience, a feat may become within reach. Not today, however.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, that's tantalizing and a bit of a tease. Level 4, I finally get it's t-shirt time. So yeah, as Don was saying, and I think Ben as well, of course I created 9 new maps for our Sunday G1,
You guys
G2
did?
groups. Hey, somebody's talking. Is that Julie?
No, that's me.
Oh, that's Sharena.
Sharena.
What's up? You're coming in loud and clear now, though.
Had to go get my resident IT tech to fix something.
But yeah, point being is that if you've caught any of the HPFM stuff going on, there's a good chance you saw what I was working on with Group 1 or Group 2 here on Sundays, and may have a bit of a sneak peek. I think Julie's trying to talk. I see it keeps going green, but we're not hearing anything from your side. Hopefully it's just a technical issue, easily resolved, log in, log out, or log out, log in kind of thing. We'll see. But let's get us back to the Deep Ethereal, where we have been commissioned for our second quest. And this is something we're going to need to roll initiative a second time for. We did have an existing initiative tracker from a month ago when last we played. Unfortunately, due to you and your group and Group 1 sharing the same initiative tracker, i.e. the same Roll20 page, it does kind of create some snafus. If anybody is looking to gain some minor HPTV bonuses, some hero points that you can use to boost your characters, keep track of the initiative if we happen to end a session in the midst of combat, because having that snapshotted and posted to our G1 group is invaluable and worthy of a bit of a reward. But after concluding the brain parasite issue at the academy, or the Archivist Sanctum as we know it, we were given our promised rewards. We gained our 300 XP, we had a long rest, there was much rejoicing, and our group proceeded to gain information on their second mission, which was going to be to return to the Sanctum, return to the Circle to enter the Ethereal Plane, except this time, rather than Border Ethereal, we're looking at Deep Ethereal. There is no up, there is no down, there's no ground. You don't use your legs or your wings or whatever you usually use for motion. It's simply a matter of, I'm here and I think this is where I want to be, or this is who I want to go to, and eventually you'll just get there. The task at hand here involves this ice mephit here, a devilish creature named Larry. Larry the Ice Mephit. He has stolen a valuable dagger that the Archivist Sanctum would like to get their hands on. They did not reveal a great deal of information as to what it was, whether that was intentional or whether they just don't know it entirely what it is. Who knows? But as it turned out, we entered the deep ethereal and concentrated on Larry the Ice Method and made our way to this location. And as we can see, Sid is right up in the thick of things. The only one in Melee. We did have 2 other characters up there with you, but strangely, they appear to have been deathed. Sid is the only one close enough to actually witness what appears to be the very specter of death. Full on with the fucking scythe and the black robes and everything. Maybe not as funny as the one in maybe not as funny as the one in Family Guy. But the death showed up, and next thing Sid knows, Sid is there by himself. Now
That was a trailer, huh?
right. I'm in danger. A bit further back here, where much of the rest of our group is, we do also have Rain, played by Shaylin, and Valka, played by Valtheris. Roughly in this area, they will just kind of fade into the ethereal. They are still here with us. Their characters will return. For intents and purposes of tonight, though, they are NPC status. We do have Sargoth, Dreklin, and Gwen rejoining us, and I know Sam is crafting her character. Looks like you are done. So I just need to put a token together for you. And let's get you into the action here before we roll too much further with this. While we are doing that, usual group introductions, please, since we have a new character joining us. It doesn't really matter what order we take it in. If for whatever reason we are struck with a just a bad case of the... I'll go ahead and start. I'll go ahead and start calling out players to announce their character details.
Alright, I guess I can go first. I am Ochoa. I am a fallen Aasimar with very big pretty wings, and I use them to fly around all the time. And yep, that's me. I got infested with some brain parasites, and I am now awaking here very confused and very lost. Also, I believe I still have several of those like magic rings that I stole from before.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those thieves. And Don, why don't you take the next one there? Tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, I am Dreklin. I am a Tabaxi Ranger. I do this to help feed my family, putting my life on the line, knowing that the money that I make will help to raise my kids and help the rest of my pack. Yeah, I just take odd jobs to pay the bills.
Bro, it's like what they call a stalling tactic. I'm having you guys take up some time here while I do some stuff in the background, and y'all are going way too quick.
He likes long walks on the... His favorite weapon is his longbow, but actually his favorite weapon is using 2 scimitars, almost like this dark elf that he once heard of, which was amazing because he's never actually run into this dark elf. He's only heard rumors and stories and things like that. Is that better?
Well, that was too entertaining. You fucking distracted me from what I was supposed to do because I was paying too much attention.
Well, now we know
Well,
what realm you came from.
Well, I
Yeah,
guess
you
there
can-
is no pleasing you.
Fun fact about Ochoa, since we are going to take up time. because she was originally from the desert and grew up in the desert and rides the desert thermal winds, she struggles in cities and she's very claustrophobic. If there are no windows in a building, she like panics hard.
Oh.
Oh, that should be interesting.
Oops.
Don't like the way you said that.
Oh my.
Well, Julie, why don't you tell us a bit about Glenn? Or, Gwen, I'm sorry.
No worries. I fixed my mic, so there's that.
Sweet!
Also, my thing just kept leveling me up, so I kept leveling up until like level 10 if you want to reset it back to level 2.
Oh, man. How do you, what's the proper... There you go. That's the proper sound effect for that.
There you go. Anyways, I am the Bard, and she really does not appreciate anybody commenting on her appearance. So, if you do so, you will immediately be insulted.
Comment on cuteness at your own risk, people. Ye have been warned. And next in line, our frontline tank here, everybody's favorite drunken brawler, until we get another favorite drunken brawler. Sharena, you gotta stay on top of your game there. Sid, tell us a bit about yourself.
Sid isn't really so much of a drunken brawler. He's a irrepressible dwarf that keeps very much to himself and tends to snarl at people before he thinks about it. He doesn't really like being around a lot of people, but he's willing to get on board with anything that needs to be done. He's kind of a funny character. He's way different from the ones I normally play.
Haha, very, very true. And let's pass it over to Ben, who is all the way back here playing this mysterious-looking dude. A bit of a change of pace for Ben. He's usually the flamboyant bard who never stops talking. Tell us a bit about Sargoth.
Sargoth is a very young male of the arcane arts that he likes to throw around. Trying to prove himself as a competent wizard, and hopefully wants to take the test of the high sorcery.
High sorcery, like my 3E homebrew?
Like the Wizards of High Sorcery from Kryn.
Oh, that one. Not the one where you're, like, casting spells by expending hit points.
Yeah, not the High Mage.
Yeah, the High Mage.
I missed that character too.
Marijuana not included, okay. And last but not least, our new arrival here. I tried to pick something somewhat fitting. It was a little quick. It does qualify as a cleric, and it does have the same hair color that you have placed on your character sheet. Of course, always able to adjust things accordingly. This, for the time being,
Cute.
that's gonna be Harriet.
That actually kind of works because, you know, spending way too much time in a temple and then just out to explore the world.
Wonderful.
And beyond. But being war domain, I might not heal you.
You must prove yourself worthy
I
of
like
this
that.
health.
Oh, there we go with this again. You gotta be dead before I heal you.
That's just good.
As long
good
as it's
mechanical
honorable,
sense.
we'll be okay.
Now, I'm gonna move y'all back here real quick. Back to the Archivist Sanctum. I do believe the dynamic lighting has been turned off. I do believe...
No, it's not. I still see black lines.
Yeah, okay, so I didn't turn the dynamic lighting off. I turned off the borders between the 4 different parts of the map. I did half the work. It's usually how I go. But this is where we spent the first 2 sessions. First on the section of the map that we see here, the other on the ethereal part of the map itself, which if I can get back there we go. All the maps are out of place from where they used to be, so I'm having a little difficulty navigating myself. Here we go. Here is our ethereal. Everything got a little black and white if you turn your gaze to the northwest section of the map. Each one of these quadrants just represents a different floor. The northwest is the rooftop. And we spent a good session and a half here in the ethereal locating these cerebral parasites, which now we can see plain and clearly all over the map.
I hate to be a bother, but I just have a giant black square.
Yeah, he still has that dynamic lighting on.
Oh, I see. That's because, yeah, your character, when you missed last session, I just kind of faded you to the backdrop. But now that you're
There
back,
we go. Thank you
there we
kindly.
go. Yep. You should be good.
I still see all of the stripes as well.
The stripes, the candy stripers? Well
Nope,
done.
your dynamic lighting.
Yeah, the dynamic lighting, I got that too.
Correct. Yeah, the dynamic lighting, you should still see it, like, mostly over here, if I'm seeing it correctly from your
Yeah.
perspective. This is just a quick recap, though, so I'm not going to turn it off completely just in case we need it again for this map.
Good deal.
But, yes, we can see all of the fallen parasites that we went to great pleasure of slaying. We also have here some evidence of a few of our party members who were just deathed by the scythe right here in front of Sid. Chilling out right over here in the library. But yes, after completing this mission is where we get the information to take us to our current point right here, which is where we are. And I think everybody's token is on the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got a 6-player party. We got 6 tokens there. I'm controlling 6 of these guys. Alrighty, so I'm gonna get our initiative going. And reminder, if you're not lurking in the backdrop on the Twitch while the game is going, or while any game is going, I encourage you to do so. Not just for my own benefit to get the viewer count and all that, but earn those Beskar bucks, and you can cash those in for cool little rewards for your own character, be they level ups, magic items, or if you go the long haul and save up 100k, you can get a cool, unique ability that I will handcraft for your character.
I tried that once and couldn't even find your channel.
Goodness gracious, bodacious. If you check the Welcome and Rules channel in Discord, it's probably like in the middle of all of that, but you'll see a big old picture of me with the Shaka. That has the link to the Twitch channel on it. If for whatever reason you are unable to find that, or Ben cannot direct you to it, then I will just send you a link to it at some point. And yeah, looks like we're gonna have G1 is dropping out of the initiative here. I should have reminded them to track their initiative much as I'm telling you to do, but that's my own fault. I brought in a fun NPC this morning who died in his first session because he rolled a 1 on his initiative and all the monsters came right after him. Okay. I think we are good. Ben has the top initiative spot here. Sam has number 2 here with Harriet. Dreklin Dawn has number 3. We have Julius Gwen at number 4. Parker as Ochoa at 5, Sharena as Sid at 6, and here's me dead last on a 7 initiative. So let's go ahead and take it away there, Ben. You got first. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
Okie dokie. Let me look over my spells. Alright, so I will cast this at Larry.
Poor Larry. Wonders why he wore his name tag today. Mine silver. I don't want mine silver. Hey Larry, where'd you put your character sheet at, buddy?
Ah, yes. My favorite game. Find the character sheet.
Because it's not in the foes folder that I normally create, which I remember now because this is a pre-built module that we are playing modified for our needs here. But then that begs the question, where's the... There's the... Okay, so let's put that in a more easily accessible place so that doesn't happen again.
The save is wrong on that. It's actually DC 13, not 12.
Man, how come it's never lower? It's never like, dude, I got some good news for you. Like, that number is actually
That is
less.
good news.
It ain't good news for
That
me.
is good news.
It's not for me. I don't know.
Well, get good.
I'm trying, but, like, no. All right. Intelligence save. Can you at least give me some good news and make it a... Fuck, all my saving throws suck. A dexterity save? Oh god, Don's trying to break the matrix here, too. Alright, intelligence save, here we go!
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to. I actually did break the matrix.
A 3 on its saving throw.
Woo, starting it off right.
And we're taking 4 points of damage, is that correct?
4 points of psychic damage, yes.
Okie doke. Well, good news for egg lovers. Ah, wow, it's almost like they planned that, like they knew he was going to be the first one to die. Larry dies, and exploding in a burst of jagged ice, and each creature adjacent to him must roll a DC 10 dexterity saving throw, taking some slashing damage. Oh, there's nobody adjacent to him, though. So, Larry dies. Sorry, Larry. And, okay. Apparently the, immutable laws of no gravity here will send his body just aimlessly drifting in this direction. Anything else there for you, Ben?
Yeah, I'll move up a little and that'll be my turn.
Alright. We will send it over to Harriet for your first turn.
Alrighty. Let's see. Alright, I think I'm gonna move a little closer. Hello, everybody. I'm just gonna shoot this with one of these. This isn't like enemy or where I have to roll like a charisma check or something, right?
Correct. No charisma check needed to activate magic here.
Alrighty. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do a nice sacred flame going straight at.
Well, there
That
you
one,
go. A DC 12 dexterity save.
Be better if it was an 11. Who's getting that, Sam? The one next to Sid, or the one out here by itself, or a different one, even?
I was gonna go with the one next to Sid.
Gotcha.
Thank
And
you.
That reminds me, kind of irrelevant if you're just throwing a spell that requires a saving throw, but anybody who is attacking either of these three, note that they have a purple shade to them, whereas the others have blue. That is because they are under the effects of a fairy fire spell that is still
I was
lingering.
wondering about that.
Yeah, I had to double check myself, like, why are they different colors? Oh yeah, because I did a fairy fire. I forget who casted it. Might have been one of the two who are not here with us, but at least for the time being, we're going to keep that intact. Oh, damn. All right. Gonna juke out of the way of that, and it's an all or none, so it takes no damage.
Well, you know, tried.
Anything else there for you? You want to do any extra movement, or you staying put?
I'll just move back a little bit.
That's right. Don, you're taking the meat shield. And speaking of
Alrighty.
which, your turn.
I'm going to move 30 feet this way. And take a shot on this one with a bow because I don't want to blow that one up to hurt Sid. So
Gotcha. I mean, my armor class is an 11, and you couldn't even hit that, bro. But you do have advantage.
Advantage?
So
Yes.
at
so-
least you got that going for you. And this one has already taken, looks like 1 point of damage, evidenced by the sliver to its hit points. So there we go. Good shot.
And that will end my turn because I do not have extra attacks.
Okay. Well, Gwen, that is over to you then.
Alright. I have to make sure I'm allowed to do this because I'm only level 2, but my character sheet is not convinced.
Yeah, that's right.
The dagger got dropped, right? We killed the thing that had the dagger?
Correct. It's out over here.
Press to talk. Sorry. Could you ping that again? I was looking at my character.
I know this push to talk is so irritating, isn't it?
Okay. I'm trying to just hold it down, but then I have to switch between windows, and if you're pressing T while you click on another window, it does something weird.
Oh, I see.
If we could only get rid of the push to talk.
It's important, so I understand why it's there.
Thank you, Julie.
You're welcome. Let me read my spells, because I haven't played this character in like 3 weeks.
Right? It's been a minute. And while you're doing that, I'm going to go about trying to get your character sheet fixed up here. I think it'll probably just be easiest if we craft a new one and you just level up to 2, then we try to remove 8 levels from the other one.
I am totally fine with that. Okay. I used this last time, and it didn't work very well, but I'm gonna try it again. It's called Earworm Melody.
Ah, yes.
And I've had enough of mind worms. Can we not?
Listen, I took this spell specifically for that reason, so no. Last time I did this, it didn't work. I went with a neat, 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 neat. So this time we're gonna go with da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na, the plow. So
Let's see. Range on that is 30 feet, so you're gonna want to scooch just a little bit closer if we're gonna target either of these two. A bit
I'll
further
trigger
than
the one
that.
that's in melee with my friend.
Gotcha.
I'll just move forward 5 feet.
Perfect.
And then creature choice of the range can hear unless the creature makes a 6 roll wisdom saving throw.
Gotcha.
What's my DC? 13. Okay.
Wait a minute, I lost. How did I lose the character sheet again?
I don't know, man.
There it is.
2d4 psychic damage at the start of its turns.
Mm.
So it doesn't take any damage on my turn.
Oh, goodness gracious.
16? Rude.
But he made the same.
Right? It
Yeah.
just decides that it's gonna not be affected.
Well, if it's concentrating on his spell, it still has to beat my spell save DC, so meh. No spell casting, I guess. And Ochawa's next, so I will bardically inspire you. What do I know about your character?
I have no magic at all, so there's that.
Well, you're still gonna do stuff. What do I
Yeah,
know
I
about
can-
you?
You can see that I am carrying 2 short swords and a pair. I think I have. What's the other weapon I have? Hold on. And you do know that I've stolen shit, so you have a pretty good idea that I might be a rogue. Yeah, I have 2 short swords and 2 daggers. So, you know.
I will look at you and point at them, and I'll say, "Make with the stabby stabby," and now you can add a d6 to whatever you want to do.
Which will probably be stabby.
Do it.
D6, holy crap.
Well, if that's what we're doing, then let's just get Ocho's turn underway here and see what Parker's got in store.
I'll give you a hint. It involves a lot of stabby.
Oh, Katie would approve. Our resident stabby stab on Enemir Fridays.
The only problem is I forgot how to draw those fancy schmancy arrows of yours, so give me a second.
All good.
So as a rogue, at level 2, I have... Oh, don't do this, come on. I have the cunning action, which gives me an extra bonus action every single turn of combat, I believe is what it said.
You can use your bonus action.
Correct.
Yes.
For a
Give you
multitude
another
of cool
bonus
effects. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. You can take a bonus action on each of your turns in combat. That's what it was. Which can
Right.
only be used to dash, disengage, or hide action. So,
That is correct. Is that what we're starting off with? We're going to do either dash, disengage, or a hide?
yes, I'm going to, because that is more than my 30 movement speed, I am going to dash over to that one
Mm-hmm.
and get as close as I possibly can.
Sounds good.
Whoops, that's not what I meant to do.
Our markers. Just like, I'm gonna draw all over the map. This is my
Right.
canvas. Deal with it. Is it just me, or does this section of cloud look like the top of a face, like emerging out of something?
It does indeed. I was thinking about that.
Looks like a wolf or dog's face coming out. Something.
Oh, now she gave it an eyebrow. There's the eye. Yep, now it's got nostrils.
Anyway, I'll quit acting up. I want to. How do I move my character again? How do I stop?
You gotta go back to the arrow.
I'll stop this. Tell me, how do I do it?
However many is 30 is like right here.
That looked about
About-
correct. Yeah, I think you were 15 feet off when you measured it out.
When whoever
Dash
measured it
action.
out.
Oh, okay.
So you can use your dash action to get right next to him.
That is exactly what I plan to do.
So bonus action to dash, regular movement to get up next to it, and then stab, stab, stabby, stab.
What's up, buddy? And you said I get an additional D6 if I hit them, right? Or 2 hit them.
To hit them, if you need it. You do have advantage on the attack as well, because they're glowing so prettily.
May the Schwartz be with you.
I swear I remember how to do this. Hang on.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, so that's an 11 to hit. I do want to add a D6 to that.
Hold on. You don't have an attack block for your weapons?
Yeah, you should. If you open up your character sheet.
I do. I've just completely forgotten how to do that.
Click on it. Click on the weapon.
Yep, right there in the center part of your character sheet, more or less, the short sword button.
Got it. Okay, yeah. Let me try that again.
That'll fact. Damn!
Oh my god.
Natural 20!
Yeah, you don't need the D6.
Oh, but it would be such a waste if I didn't use that D6, wouldn't it?
Right?
Well, you still have it until you use it, right?
I believe so. Yes. Yes, it'll
Yeah.
stay with you for a time at least. I don't know if it's between short rests or if it's like a 1 minute duration.
Oh, that's good to know.
It's in the chat. I pinged it so you guys would know.
Yep, there it is. Once within the next 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
we got a
Yeah,
while.
if this battle lasts 10 minutes, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after she said make with the stabby, I just kind of nodded to her. I pulled out my short swords and I just zoomed over to where he was, and I did indeed stabby.
Very cool. And a short distance away, floating right over here, is Sid, still engaged in melee with this one. That's your turn there, Cher. What you got?
Well, Sid's gonna let out a big battle roar, and then go after him with a hand axe. I was almost debating on whether I could do like an athletics thing and hit him on the backside with another hand axe as well.
Oh, for sure. If you've got an offhand weapon and it is classified as light, you can use your bonus action for that.
The thing is, though, is that your offhand weapon doesn't get your strength modifier for damage.
Correct. It's a little bit less damage, so it's 3 points of damage less there, although a natural 20 does help out in that respect. Tick off a few more points of damage there, and any movement, or are you like where you're at.
Unless he has the two-weapon fighting style.
Oh, of course. Because I have the 2-weapon fighting style, so mine would do the same with both weapons.
Yeah, I think I might. Because I got two mauls and 2 hand axes, so I'm pretty sure I've got it set up that way.
Hold on a second, I'll be right there.
Okay, for real, while they figure this out, how do I erase?
I don't think you can. I think I can, though. Whoop.
Thank you.
For sure. Go back to the mysterious face in the clouds here. Yeah, 2-weapon fighting. That's D&D for you. Every rule exists so that an ability that your character takes can make that rule irrelevant. And then every monster exists to either allow you to make benefit of those rules or to make your rules a little less relevant.
Although it is pretty cool that, unlike 3.5, 5e you could crit anything. Whereas in 3.5 you could only crit things that were, quotes, living.
Very true. Like there were no weak. It's a rock. It doesn't have any vulnerable spots.
Watch me.
Well, here come the methods.
Dan, she took the wrong fighting style. By accident, I guess, because she's using 2 weapons, but she took the 2-handed weapon fighting style. Did she switch it?
No, you're stuck with it forever. Deal with it. No, of course you can switch it. Of course. Okay,
Switch
well,
it to 2-handed.
this one right here. Let's shift perspective, force perspective. There we go. That one is going to snag. He's got a knife! And, yeah, we're gonna take the knife. Represented by the, Guy Fawkes mask there. For whatever reason. And then we're gonna lead the charge. At, hey, where'd that annoying as piss blue dragonborn go? He's gone. Where'd the girl, the little fairy thing that was next to it is gone too. So, Sid, looks like you're drawing the short straw here. As we're gonna send 3 your way, and we're gonna send a 4th one just between that little gap there to get a nice flank on Ochoa.
Rude.
Right. Let's see how tactical these things are. Of course, my natural thing is let's give them all flank, but they might not be that smart. Jeez. Well, if anything, you got me to get rid of 2 natural 20s. Okay, so definitely on Ochoa, they are both going to be flanking. This one here is going to wait until this one is in position before it takes its attack. However, over here on Sid, it is not as well coordinated. It is not until these two get into position that the flank becomes relevant. This one is a little quick on the gun and takes its attack first before anybody else is even in flanking spot. So, first attack will be normal. It's going to be a 10 to hit Sid.
I have a AC of 19 or 20.
Oh, dear God. Well,
I was going to say, I'd be extremely impressed if that actually hits.
Yeah, I'm not hitting shit with that. Okay, and then 2 more attacks on Sid, both of which have flank advantage. The 20 to hit is a possibility. Sid's armor class is a 19 according to your token. So, looks like you're the, come on down! You're the winner of 2 slashing and 3 cold!
I've also got that ring that adds another +1 to AC.
What?
I've got a ring of protection that adds another +1 to AC.
Well, even if that is the
That
case,
should automatically be set up in your sheet.
I'll go check it. I'll be right back.
Well, here's the easiest way to do it. Take the check mark off of the ring of protection. The AC drops to an 18. Put the check mark back on. Goes back to a 19. So the ring is being factored in.
Okay.
But even were it not, I hit a 20. So if your armor class is a 20, it does still hit. In this case, not entirely relevant, but good mechanical foundation to keep aware of. The 20 will hit, however, to dish out 5 points of damage to Sid. And then the flankers over here on Ochoa, we're going to take both of those attacks. A 12 to hit does not look good. And a 16 to hit, however, might do the job.
The 12 does not hit, the 16 does hit.
Okay, so a 16 is going to leave 3 slashing and 1 cold damage to your character there.
Dan,
Yo, yo.
you said 5 points, right?
Yes. Okay. And that is it for the ice methods here. And it should be noted that this one here who grabbed the dagger did not try to attack with the dagger. It still just tried to swipe at Sid with its claws. Although, in the order of attacks, that is ironically the one who got the lucky dice and actually hit Sid, so... round 2 here, though. We're going to pass that over to Sargoth. Your turn.
Alright, so I will go after these two.
Gotcha. Oh, not this shit again.
Yeah, on both of them.
Boo. Well, the good news is at least I remember where their character sheet is now. Oh, and they both failed their save.
So they both take 5 points of damage, and what was the other thing? Hold on.
Ben can't set up his character sheet correctly. Grumble, grumble. Fat Even J, welcome, welcome. I am a big fan of Dungeon Crawl style for show because I think plenty of RP can take place in the context of that type of play, but there are few things as satisfying as just turning this off and watching the players roleplay for a good stretch of time as well.
And then both of them have a minus D4 from their next saving throws.
Boo! Not like I'm rolling anything good on my saves as it is. Now you're gonna frickin' drop me more? Alright, whatever.
Yeah. Yep. So that's my turn.
Okay. Sam, that's back over to you.
Alright, I'm gonna move a little bit closer. Now let's try something a little bit stronger.
Oh. Take an attack on one of the purplies to get the advantage. What do you think?
I was thinking the purpley, the one attack going for Sid. Or should I go for the one with the knife?
Either way. It's like a win-win from your spot as long as you hit.
I will say that because I have wings and everything, I don't take damage from radiant damage. So if they explode, or if they not explode, if it has an area of effect, you can aim for one of the ones near me and save Sid any area of effect damage. But
Yeah, this one's not an AoE as far as I can tell.
Ooh, damn, look at that damage.
Yes.
Wow. Goodness
yeah,
gracious.
guiding bolt can ruin your day.
Ow.
Well, like I said, a little bit, stronger.
So which one just died? The one with the knife or the other purple one? Or the other purple one? Either way, one of those three is dead.
We'll go with the one with the knife.
Okay, so the knife is now in free fall again. And just for... Oh, okay. Oh, you found my weakness. It's small knives. Man, how do I have like so many gazillions of tokens here in Roll20, but when I type in knife, there's like nothing to find. How about dagger? No. Not worth it. Just wanted to add a little visual detail to it. We know we're here for the knife. We know the knife is approximately in this area. There's just not going to be an actual token to represent it.
Dibs.
We'll pass the torch over to Drecklin here then for your turn. In an African swallow. Oh.
Could have been a European swallow.
Oh,
Anywho. Alright, so I'm going to take a shot on that one. As a matter of fact, as a bonus action first, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
That was just that button right there. Hold on, let me switch this over. I'm not using favorite foe yet, so taking a shot with my bow.
I'll say, what a coincidence. Your favorite foe happens to be ice methods.
Well, I have,
Oof.
yeah, well, favorite foe is different because favorite foe is I could dictate a foe each combat.
Oh, yeah, that's
that
right,
version
that's right.
versus the other version. Mm-hmm.
Goya. Okay, well, that's another perished ice method. And the three that are still living kind of look at each other with a bit of concern as, I don't know, like 3 seconds ago, their numbers were twice as many. Who knows what the next second holds in store for them?
I'm moving up here to cut off an escape route.
That's funny. His tactics seem to suggest two-dimensional thinking. Gwen!
Well, there they are.
Gwen at level 10! Welcome! Let's see what you got.
Sorry, I'm cooking onions. Let's take a look.
Yeah, don't let 'em burn.
So, oh, they're fine. There's 3 ice methods left. 2 of them are on Ochoa, so we're gonna help her out. Let's see what Sneer does. So the one with purple, I'm going to curl my lip and sneer at it, and it succeeds on a charisma saving throw or take damage.
Okay. Just like before, we gotta scooch up just a little bit to get within 30 feet. It's charisma save.
Yes, make it.
Yeah. This one has a disadvantage on this save, however, from a previous effect on it. So let's see.
Wonder where that could have come from.
Right. Let's check your damage there, Julie, and see if this thing is going to survive. Plus your spellcasting modifier. It's gonna be close.
I think your bard, so it's charisma.
Yes.
What is your charisma bonus?
Three. Sorry.
Nice.
I have the keybind for speech to
Woo!
touch to talk is just a random key on my board for some reason. Anyways, as my action, if it's still alive, we're gonna viciously mock it.
It is dead. So, do you want to viciously mock the other one on Ochoa here?
That's a bonus. Holy shit! This bard is badass.
Yeah, it's a nice spell. Yeah, because I can tell she took some damage. I'll go ahead and do it on the other one that's on the other side of her.
Oof. Failed that save too.
Finally. And I'll just look at the Nephit and be like, y'all are so weak, you don't even deserve to touch my friends.
I love it.
And then, since that one's still alive, I'm gonna move slightly behind Luna Brook. Can I move my own character?
Absolutely.
Okay.
There we go.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Well, Ochoa has the number of foes around her reduced by 2 here in the last few seconds. So, on to the regular ice method. Or the other regular ice method.
The first thing that I want to do, you said the knife was still floating, like, right here? How do I ping?
Just hold your left click. Yep, it's floating right about there.
So yeah, I would like to grab that and secure it on my person.
Sounds like a plan. Let's just see if there are any untoward effects from interacting with this thing.
Would that require movement, or like, can I do I need to move sideways to into that slot, or can I just stay where I am?
Oh, you can totally grab it from where you're at.
Okay.
Yep, aside from being a bit cold to the touch, which might just be a feature of having been in contact with these ice creatures, and not necessarily a feature of the dagger itself, there's nothing unusual about it. It's got a curved blade. Kind of cool. Otherwise, free action to grab that, and whatever else you have.
As funny as it would be to just, I grab it to secure it, and when I put it in my belt, I actually switch it with one of the daggers that I have on my belt, and I spin it around my fingers, and I just fling it into this guy's chest.
Oh! Well, that's a horrible attack. You do still have movement beyond that if you wish to move aside or around this thing. If you move away from it, you'll provoke an attack of opportunity.
You also have that D6 from the Bardic Inspiration.
Ooh.
I don't know if this thing is a AC 12 or not, but you could potentially get a 12.
Very true. You need a 5 or 6 on the D6 to secure the hit.
I am not gonna move because my character is most effective at close range anyway, so moving away is a bad idea. But I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna save that. Nope, you know what? I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna roll that d6.
Alright. Yeah, who knows how many more combats we'll get into over the next 10 minutes. Doe!
Well, frick.
Boo!
Lame.
Well, that's embarrassing.
White.
Well, it's fine because based at the rate that everyone else is going, I'm not gonna have anything to stab soon anyway.
Well, let's send
At
it
the
over
very
to
least,
Sid.
I've secured the knife.
There you go. I did my job.
You sure you did?
Yep. Over
Oh,
to Sid's
Sid's just gonna yell at the creature again and swing a maul this time. Of course, I don't know if that's gonna hit him or not.
And 11 is my AC exactly. So
Meets it, beats it, right?
Yep. You hit the target number, and 10 points of bludgeoning is quite effective.
Okay, I don't think I can move. It's going to factor in attack of opportunity, so I guess that's where my turn ends.
Okay. Speaking of attacks of opportunity, we're going to provoke one from Ochoa as we're going to attempt to double our efforts on Sid, who appears to be the tougher of the two combatants after you just leveled 10 points of damage at me as compared to Ochoa, who just kind of picked up a dagger out of the ethereal and tossed another one into the same ethereal. Ochoa does get the attack of opportunity, however, so take a free strike on this one that just so casually turned its back on you, and see if you can make it pay for having done so. Yes! You not only make it pay, you make it pay with its life.
Never turn your back
Well
on
done.
the angel of death.
Right. So, with but one devil left, well, it's gonna go out swinging for sure. And
The
let's-
previous knife that I threw, it was a ruse to get it to turn around and look at the knife that just went flying into the Ethereum. And when he turned his head, I attacked from the other side.
Oh, even had it gotten the flank with its now deceased buddy, it still would have missed Sid. And that's an unfortunate ending for the Ice Mephit, as Sargoth is just casually rubbing his paws a mere 20 feet away. I got this. This is me, motherfuckers. 'Twas but a ruse.
Can I roll my eyes at him?
Absolutely.
Excellent. I think we should just grab the dagger and return back to retrieve our bounty.
Ben, why do you sound like Dawn?
I don't know. That was pretty cool.
Oh boy. And we got a nice flank here. Of course. Well, thank God you got
That
the
sucked.
flank.
Well, that sucked.
Yeah, you don't have a bless, do you?
No. But I
So-
did get a, what is that, an 11 on the advantage?
Well, that's with a +3 for bless.
Oh, shit. Yeah, no, I don't think I would. Wait, where the hell did that come from?
I have no idea. All of a
we
sudden,
get
you
You
just
may have
decided
your general.
you just decided
you
to
may
turn
have
your
your global
blessing
damage
on
turned on.
yourself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me turn that off.
So even with a flank
Alright, yeah.
advantage, no good.
That's alright. It's only a 1 point of damage anyway.
We'll
Yeah,
send it-
that ends my turn.
We'll send it over to Harriet here for your turn. All right, go ahead, Sam. Sorry about that.
Hmm. I think it looks fairly safe. I'll move up a little closer. And let's stick with the tried and true.
Alrighty. Oh!
No.
Great
Wait, I
damage.
still got an advantage though, don't I? From the last one?
He is not under the effect of fairy fire.
Correct. Yeah, I think that's what was giving us the advantage before.
Oh, never mind. It has to be the same target. I killed the last
Oh, right. Yeah, you assassinated that poor sucker. Well, Dawn, can you kill it? Do you want to kill it?
Well, I shall move here and shoot. Use my bonus action to move my hunter's mark to that particular target.
There you go. Yeah, that thing did not have that many hit points. And that will conclude any combat in that respect. And we have achieved our objective. We have retrieved the dagger. We've achieved the retrieve. And additionally, it's one thing you gotta love about these pre-built mods. They tend to get to business a little quicker than yours truly might do otherwise. Your XP value is going to jump from 300 to 900, which will be the threshold to hit level 3. And in Julie's case, I have the Gwen 2.0 character sheet crafted for you in the journal.
Thank you.
Yep, indeed. You can just craft a new character off of that with the Character Mancer, or do a manual sheet and just transfer everything over manually, whatever works best for you. And then, of course,
In her case.
level up to 3 along with the rest of the group.
In their case, they get halfway to level 11.
Man, I don't know. At level 10, 300 XP is like a drop in the bucket. That's not even anything.
Right? I think we should all get to level 10.
Yeah, we'll just surpass.
Let's make it fair.
We'll surpass the weeknight groups that have been playing for 3 months now. Who cares about what their progress is at?
Well, you know, we gotta catch up to them.
semantics.
So I'm going to send it to the BRB screen here for the live feed. It is time for the doggos dinner and for their walk as well. So I'm going to stretch my legs there a bit. I will not be listening in on the Twitch as much as I usually do, so I may need a bit of a refresher when I do return. But yeah, go ahead, do your level ups, and any after RP that you wish to do. We have the dagger, so apparently there's nothing stopping us from just returning to retrieve our reward for mission completion number 2. But in any case, see you shortly, friends. Are you with us?
Yeah, this is gonna take 100 years because I've got to now choose an archetype, and I'm gonna read every single one of these.
Oh my god, there is plenty.
So what level does this make us now? 3?
Level 3.
Correct.
Alright, just making sure. Because I don't think I have the XP markers.
Civil rights, you demand that I euthanize your name. Walk ahead. You cover us in shame, and I take the blame. Living by the rules, teen witch, high school blues. Walk ahead. Keep provoking, and blood rush starts choking. Can anyone stand this nonsense? Eating away, telling us to stop and obey, to
I got an awesome new feature with my level up, and I really can't wait to scare the shit out of some people.
A new creature?
Feature.
Oh, feature. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I'm the one that gets a new creature.
Oh shit! What did you? Oh, did you? Are you doing the Drake?
I'm doing the Drake Warden
Sweet.
Ranger.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm playing on. That's what I'm playing on. Just in this game.
I kind of figured that. You know, especially when you took the Dragon Familiar thing, and you said it's a build up to your character. It's like, aha.
Yep.
That's.
It may not be useful now, but trust me, it's gonna be awesome later. Just don't you worry.
You got a Drake at the party.
Sorry, folks, need a few extra moments here. Had a bit of a chaotic neutral slip up here, but I'll be back shortly. Alrighty, friends. Let's get back into it. What you say? What you say? What you say? That's what I'm about.
Okay. I'm going to need a. I say. I'm going to need a Drake token.
So shall that be written. So shall that be done.
PB2 because it's proficiency bonus 2.
Peanut butter 2. Gotcha.
I love whenever I'm playing a summoner of any sort, naming all of my familiars ridiculous things. So I want this dragon to now be named Peanut Butter.
Denied. It is not named Peanut Butter.
I want my name to be Spaghetti. No, your name's Hand Banana. Oh, whatever.
Nah. No, you remember Doctor Who? Actually, his name is Stormageddon.
Maybe Taserface.
God.
When he asks, who's the one that turned him in? Tell him it was Taserface.
What kind of a name is Taserface?
What was Hat Scrotum taken? Alright, Don, I'm working. I'm gonna find you something cool here, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
There's actually a token and stat blocks built for the Drake Warden's Drakes.
What?
Yep, there should be.
Yeah, I looked it up.
Huh. I got something better.
He's gonna give you an actual peanut butter and jelly sandwich picture now.
It's peanut butter jelly time.
I mean,
Peanut butter jelly time.
That's the Drake. That is your Drake now.
you asked for Drake, I'm gonna give you fucking Drake, dude.
Don't be scared when the weight paralyzes your state at the gate. It's a lot to take in. It's the
But joking aside, I have like 20. Fuck, dude, I got like more Drakes than I know what to do with. So, what type is it?
Well, it's basically it's a stat block, and every time I call in the Drake, I can dismiss it and call in a different type of Drake.
Oh, I
So
see.
if I'm
Yep,
going
there's
on
the
an
peanut
adventure.
butter.
Yep.
There's peanut butter Drake. Okay. And you need me to. Okay, I see. So yeah, basically the same thing as all of that. Yes, 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 yes. Neutral Dawn. No, yes, yes. Okay, there we go. All of a sudden, this
Awesome,
thing
thank you.
just shows up in the middle of the ethereal. Hi! Look at me!
I need some assistance. I forgot what ability score method we are using.
Standard array.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
And he's an acid spitter at the moment.
Okay. I can't seem to move your companion. There we go. Okay. Oh, Emerald 20 is doing its normal bit of hiccupery.
He does.
Oh, what's going on?
I just have something to do really quick. I'll be back like in 10 minutes, okay?
Okay. So, has everybody gotten their level 4 update?
Level
Or their
4?
level,
Nope.
their level 3, I'm sorry.
Hold on.
I was gonna say, what did I miss?
Okay, damn, time to go to level 4 already? Alright.
Give me
Well,
a minute,
yeah.
I'll get my level 4 character out.
That's the achievement. Once you hit level 3, the reward for achieving level 3 is, of course, level 4.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, the feat that you unlock with achieving level 3 is in fact level 4. You don't have anything snarky to say about that, now do you, character creator page?
I don't think they do.
Wait, are we actually doing this?
No, that was me flubbing right there. I'm looking at the next section of the adventure, of which the reward is you go up to level 4. So naturally, as I'm asking if you've already finished your level 3, slip of the tongue.
It's not our fault. We get our level 4 now.
Oh, come on. Forgive me.
So, Ochoa, wait, before I want to make sure everybody's ready before I actually start doing stuff. Hang on.
Hey, Hey, thank you for the cheers there, Patient. Taking the entire leaderboard by storm there. Very cool, very cool. Patient would like to see more levels. He's with you on that. Save up them Beskars. If you hit 20k at this point, you can just drop a level instantly.
That's cool. Didn't know that.
Oh yeah. If you're watching my stream in the background and you earn those Beskar bucks, you can trade them in for magic items, for levels. They don't even necessarily have to be for your character. If you just have a favorite character or a favorite player you like watching, i.e. if you're not even in the games, but you just like watching and want to gift those to somebody else, that's an option.
What if you like really don't like anyone on that particular group and you want to gift it to the bad guy they're fighting?
Ooh, I like that.
You could gift the what is that? Advantage. The advantage row, I believe there's one.
Yeah, it's a once per stream redemption though. So
I love the idea. I love that idea of typing it into the chat. And they'll be like, "Did you mean this character?" And being like, "No, I know what I said."
No, the Tarrasque means the Tarrasque.
Yep, the Tarrasque gets advantage on this freaking attack.
You guys were having too easy a time. I decided to make it a little bit more fun for you.
So yes, I do believe we can continue with RP at this point on our lazy drift back to the material plane where we will resolve Adventure 2 and see what kind of rewards we're going to get.
Alright, so then Ochoa is going to pull the dagger that she recovered out of her belt and just kind of look at it, like examining it and kind of twirl it over her fingers to find its balance and everything and just like playing with it. And she's like, "Is this really what we came in here for? What's so special about this?"
I'm not sure, but it's worth money to us.
Yep, it could be worth money to them. You know, it could be sentimental value. It could be an item of magic. Not ours to question. Ours is to deliver it back.
Oh god, somebody just spent 25,000 Beskar bucks to give the Tarrasque a deck of many things. You're also screwed.
Give him the Don John.
Oh, it just got voided. Void Tarrasque.
Hell yeah! Now I'm gonna transfer my soul into his body.
The fuck power is that?
You know what? I am suddenly feeling very, very sleepy and think I need to quit the game now. It's like, it's the Bart Simpson. It's like, I didn't think that this through, and I think I would like to bail out now. How much did they say they were paying for this again?
This time it is not a monetary benefit. What they had offered in exchange for the dagger's safe return were 5 spell scrolls of your choice of level 3 or lower. So spells that your characters can currently cast or will be able to in the near future. And that will be a party decision, of course. I know some of us are not spellcasters at all, so it's kind of like, whoopity-doo, Basil, what does it all mean? Others of us are indeed spellcasters, and having some early access to extra spells once level 5 is achieved may certainly be an enticing prospect.
And we also have the option to sell the scrolls and use that money to do what we wish with it.
Absolutely. If we want to, or split the difference. We'll keep 2 scrolls and sell 3, or we'll keep 3 and sell 2. Like, whatever works for the party balance that we have here at hand. I will leave that up to you. As, I think I will just remove the methods from the existing map and just give us a featureless slate here upon which to contemplate an RP for the next little bit.
I believe our method of returning is the same as it is getting here. All we have to do is think of our origin point, and we'd be able to make it.
Sounds like a
Does
plan.
that require concentration?
Very limited.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was like an actual, you had to do concentration or something. Like you would for spells.
No,
Nope,
it's
we've
not
all
that.
learned how to move in this place.
Correct.
Excellent bit of information. Thank you very much. I'm actually going to... Who uses spells? Who uses spells? Since I don't use spells and I'm not particularly invested in this particular section of the quest, I'm going to hand the dagger. I'm gonna float over to him, and I'm going to hand the dagger to Gwen, because having my back in battle made me favor her slightly, and I noticed that she indeed used magic spells. So I'm just gonna hand the dagger to Gwen because I'm not interested in carrying it right now.
Cool.
I
cool.
happily take the dagger and just kind of hold it in my hand. I don't remember if they told us anything about this dagger, if it had any abilities or anything that we knew about.
They were quite vague in the dagger. In fact, it seemed like they didn't even themselves know exactly what it did.
Okay. In that case, I will ask if we're heading back immediately or if we want to take a minute, and I will cast Identify as a ritual if I can.
I have nowhere to be today.
I don't see why we even need to know. I mean, we're just going to be turning it over anyways. And
I mean,
the sooner we
it's
get that
more of a
done, the sooner we
personal
can get paid.
thing. It's more of a personal thing than anything else. I just like to know what things are. But if you don't want to do it right here, we don't have to.
See, she's curious, but I know this thing probably has much more value if we know what it is, because then we can hold it over their heads and be like, hey, we figured out exactly what this is. We need you to either up your price or give us information or something like that.
You do make a compelling argument.
I'm gonna gesture at Gwen to begin her ritual if she wishes.
By all means, go ahead.
Okay. I ask everyone to huddle around me, and then I will ritual cast Identify on the dagger.
Commence the ritual. Do we have the component for Identify? I know it is a bit of a spendy one. Or
I
is
don't
it
have a component. I have the... What's it called? The focus? Do I need the component if I have the focus?
I think so, but let me double check.
I love when someone asks a question and even the DM is like, let me look that up.
Right, yeah, like I know the focus will serve for a component replacement for many components, but I don't know if it serves in the case of rare spendy components. Okay, spellcasting focus. That helps not at all. Now people want me to read an entire article. Just give me the basic fucking information. Alright, assuming that this simplistic information is correct, a spellcasting focus can replace material components for any spell as long as that component doesn't have a gold piece value. This means spells such as Raise Dead and Arcane Lock still need the appropriate item to be cast. So I think that would apply here in the case of Identify, that we would need the 100 gold pearl, but the good news is that once we have the pearl, it's not something that burns up each time you cast the spell. It's just, I have the pearl, now I can cast the spell as many times as I want, so long as I keep the pearl. So
right. That's what Gleep was doing when he was identifying all that gear.
What's that?
So we don't need a pearl. We don't have a pearl right now, right? I don't think anybody has the 100 gold pearl.
Right, we may just need to return to the city, locate a pearl, and then do the Identify, and then return the dagger to the Sanctum. Basically just do things in a different order.
Well, the problem with that is we don't have 100 gold pieces right now either.
Oh man. Not even
Because we haven't made any money.
Maybe
We
you
haven't
know.
made any money.
Come on, people, who's got all the damn money? Who's holding on to it?
The library literally told us, sorry, we can't afford to pay you right now, and that's all we've done.
I've got 67 gold, and that's it.
Wait, how much did we get paid for the first job?
We didn't get paid.
I thought somebody got paid in the first mission.
We didn't get paid.
Yeah, we got paid. We got like 50 gold or something like that. That's why I'm up to 67.
It was a
Let me check my
pittance.
inventory then.
Yeah, it was a pittance of an amount, but there was some payment, I thought. Let me double check the,
That's what I thought too.
Okay, so yeah, Mayor Bahra, paid...
Probably right, because I got equipment, so I probably just spent it.
Right, each party member, was awarded 100 gold pieces.
Oh,
Ooh,
and that's right,
didn't
'cause I
know
bought
that.
the other scimitar, and then
And I didn't think about components. I just got a bunch of
Right.
equipment.
Yeah, in Parker's case, though, you have, hey, I got 100 gold pieces here I didn't know about. Sweet!
That's why when she said, no one has 100 gold pieces, I was like, maybe you don't.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I forgot that I went shopping and bought stuff at all.
If that's the case, could I have gotten 100 gold piece pearl as a wizard and I know it Identify?
No, we don't, but we don't need to retroactively go back and do that, considering we're heading back to the location where you can just acquire one now.
Okay.
If we're playing Enemir on Friday, though, your Chronomancer could certainly do that. But here and now, yes, we will list lazily to the left with the most epic of maneuvers here at 0.5 hyperspeed, and we will make our way back to the Prime Material Plane. And yes, any shopping that we wish to do with our newly acquired coin or a coin that we had left over, you may certainly do so, up to and including a 100 gold piece pearl. Yeah, we got stuff like that in the city. Go ahead, purchase one. Knock yourself out.
I will do that. To make sure I have a freaking pearl.
Cool, cool, cool.
So, quick question. Did the hit points get reset when we leveled up, or am I still missing health? Because that will determine whether I go buy a health potion or not.
Gotcha. It does not. When you level up, the character sheet will max out your hit points again, but technically you need to get that long rest, the 8 hours of sleep, before your hit points will restore completely, or, yeah, get a health potion or whatever other restorative.
Oh, I'm thinking we can probably take a nice long rest here in the city.
More than likely. And yes, assuming that we are in fact acquiring the component to identify this dagger, or the knife, whichever the case may be. Yep. That's right, that's right. Yes, even an identify magic will not reveal the entirety of this dagger, as on the prime material plane, it, for the most part, is mundane. It does carry a basic magical enchantment, +1 to attack, +1 to damage. What you are able to determine about it is that it is a dagger that, because it was constructed upon a demi-plane called the Nether, its true power is only revealed when it is brought back to that demi-plane.
Alright, so I'm going to find a place where I can purchase 14 obsidian and a flint and steel so that I can build a portal to the Nether. That was a Minecraft joke.
What
Did
now?
It was a Minecraft.
I'm like, what?
Wait a minute, dude. What? Huh?
You never, some of us don't understand this Minecraft crap that you youngins are talking about.
All right.
Is that wise?
I would. All right, never mind then.
Look right now.
Alright, this time I stop at level 3. So I know exactly what my character can do. If you want to delete the Gwen, if you want to delete the Gwen character sheet, I have Guinevere under a different name, so it's not confusing.
You got it. I will go ahead and archive her just in case we ever have need of her in the future. Perhaps we will visit your past self
good.
at level 10 in the past future.
The past future. Maybe in the days of.
It could be. All right. Well, upon returning to June, who is the head librarian at this point at the Sanctum, she's the one who commissioned you to find the dagger. Assuming that we are returning to her with the dagger, then the prize of 5 spell scrolls of your choice are up for grabs, and considering the wealth of magical spells that we've gotten with the new books that have been added to our Roll20 collective, this might be a pretty cool thing to look over and explore if you've not already begun doing that process. You can filter spells through the compendium, the lowercase I. Once you get there, you'll see the spells tab, and the tiny little button on the bottom right of that will then filter results, and you can search everything levels 1 through 3. Find what might work out for you, discuss amongst the party. Hey, I can't use magic. Can we sell how many of these scrolls and split the money amongst the rest of our characters, as we were talking about doing?
Do I remember how many scrolls we were offered? Was it 3?
5.
5. And how many of us are there?
There are 6, I believe.
Yeah, current time we got 6 players.
Damn, that's rough.
I have no use for spells. You, lungs, hang on. You guys can go ahead and choose the spells. I have no need for them.
I really don't have much need of spells either. I mean, I do cast some, through the power of nature, but that's not my calling, so, whatever you wish to do. If you wish to get coin, I would prefer coin, but if you want to get the spells and use them, more power.
Coin for me as well.
Of course, we can choose anything levels 1 through 3 for the spells themselves. Any scrolls that we choose to sell, on average, are going to get you about 100 gold pieces per scroll. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less, depending on your character's desire to haggle.
I mean, if we put fireballs on all 5 of those scrolls, I'm sure somebody, Ben, would buy them. So, I mean, it's kind of...
I don't think Ben's in this city though.
But if
I
Ben
for
were in the
sure-
city, he'd buy those fireballs.
I for sure want at least 1 spell scroll for myself. If we want to get 5 of the same spell scroll, I'm totally chill with that.
Ochoa is just over here, just looking at the group talk, and she says, "You know, you guys will actually have to choose which spell you want, not just whether or not you want the spell."
Oh, I know. I know tons of spells, so I'm not very worried about that.
Including
other
the
people-
mass. Oh, go ahead.
Do other people have opinions? Is what I was gonna ask, but go ahead.
Sargoth is like drooling over the scrolls, but he doesn't say anything.
If you drill any more, we'd be able to summon a water elemental.
Almost.
Or the dreaded saliva elemental.
I do feel that the Revivify scroll would be the best one to get as far as sale value because almost anyone can use it.
I always thought that it would have to be within the nature of your profession that you would need to be able to cast a spell off of a particular scroll.
Yes, but almost everyone who does any type of magic can cast Revivify. There's only maybe 2 or 3 types of people that can't.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea to have that in our back pockets.
The other one I would recommend is Counterspell. It's a lot more limited to who can cast it, but still worth it in my opinion.
Sure, why not?
But now, are we gonna keep all 5 with the Revivify scrolls in case we need it, or are we gonna sell some?
I mean, I feel like that's up to you guys, because you guys want it for the money, I want it for the scrolls.
Look, if we do this job and we get the scrolls and it's a good enough compensation, maybe we'll get another job which will pay more on lines of gold.
Well, we completed the job already. We have the scrolls. Now we're just deciding what scrolls we're getting.
Okay, then after we make this decision up here, maybe we might be able to find another job that will pay us in gold.
As far as gold's concerned, Counterspell doesn't have the components that you need to cast it. So the Revivify scroll would probably be worth more because you don't need the components to use a scroll.
I don't think you need components to use any scroll.
Agreed, but what I'm saying is the spell, the actual spell, Counterspell, doesn't need the gold piece value of components, whereas Revivify does. So if you have the Revivify scroll, you won't need the diamond Whereas for counterspell, anybody can cast that without any components. You just have to say the line.
So what you're saying is that by using that particular item of magic, you're saving, instead of just getting the value of the scroll and the spell, you're also getting the value of the component that you would need to make that spell work.
You understand. Good job.
Love it.
I may be from the plains, but I do have a bit of wisdom about me.
All right, so we'll have the 5 revivify scrolls. Let's go see if we can get another job.
Let's do it. Did we ever get the dagger identified? I thought I heard him describing it.
Yeah, it's a mundane dagger. We won't know what it exactly does unless we return it to its plane.
And
okay.
Who knows if this bookworm may just send us off to that plane to be able to figure out what the dagger really does.
You never know.
She doesn't look like the traveling type.
We sure got a lot of worms in this campaign. We've got
I know.
the parasitic worms, we've got the earworms, and now we've got the bookworms.
Bleh.
Bookworms are best of the bunch.
A bard can also do the worm.
The worm.
Not this bard.
It's the
Not
worm.
Not this way.
That's why I took the spell. Because I
Your
would
joke is
the worm.
your joke is bad, and you should feel bad.
She doesn't do the worm. She has Otto's irresistible dance, and she forces that atrocity upon others for the party's amusement.
Oh god.
If I ever take that spell, we'll see.
Everybody do the worm.
Wait until we find the BBEG. You, sir, will do the worm.
Did we split the scrolls among party members, or just have one person carry it?
Doesn't one of our members have a bag of holding or something like that? If I remember.
Well, I think everyone who can cast the spell should keep a scroll on them so they can just use it, and then we can use the extras in the bag of holding.
Who has a bag of holding?
I do.
Yeah, I certainly don't have a bag of holding.
Not with this character.
Might have been with one of the other campaigns, and I just don't remember.
I know there was somebody in here that had a bag of holding. They might not be present for the session.
Oh, that's right. Zagarian did.
Okay, then I'm gonna take it from him before he dies.
Yeah, good luck with that. He technically died twice because he got axed by the Reaper of Death here, but then also the Ultra Dracolich on Tuesday. Or was it Colonel Starr? Yeah, it was Colonel Starr who captured him on Monday. Irrelevant. So if we are seeking our next assignment, the Archivist Sanctum has plenty of work for you, assigned by the current head librarian, June. And as you approach her desk, she informs you that the Sanctum's true head librarian, Durrell, Master Durrell, took a sabbatical a few weeks ago, supposedly to explore the Walimiota forest, both to get away from the Sanctum, but also to hopefully find out more information on where these parasites were coming from and to resolve the situation himself. It is a bit troubling that your group has since stepped in and resolved that situation, and the Master Librarian still has not returned from his sabbatical in the forest. The librarian here is asking if you will investigate Master Durrell's disappearance. He should have returned at this point. But ever since the issue with the cerebral parasites and his continued absence from the sanctum, there is a suspicion of foul play. If you are able to learn what happened to Durrell, note that if you're able to learn what happened to him, not necessarily if you return him safe and sound, important distinction, this is a pretty decent reward here. It is in fact a rare magic item. It does require attunement. It is known as the Ring of Spell Storing.
Oh boy.
June does have one of these that she will gift to your party. Unfortunately, only one person can attune to it at a time, but of course, if you wish to have the magical item trade-off amongst the group, that is always an option. I've never seen anybody do it, but that's one of the beautiful things about the attunement rule, I find, is that you can kind of switch things around with a bit of a mechanical backdrop to it, as opposed to just trading the Vorpal Sword between attacks between characters who are all standing in a perfect line. That I have seen.
Okay, that
was
kind
funny.
of changed. That kind of answered the question I was gonna ask, which was like, if I could sneak it into somebody's pocket in battle and have them immediately be able to take effect of it, or something.
Gotcha. As far as the attunement goes, you need to spend a short rest with the item, just kind of bonding with it. It takes an hour. So it does prevent more than one person from attuning to any given item at a given time, with a few special exceptions. Enemir Sunday Group 1 earlier today discovered one of those exceptions. Their guild hall is in fact a magical item that they can all attune to at the same time.
Is she giving this to us now, or is this upon completion?
This is the reward should you discover what it is that happened to Durrell.
Okay.
This sounds a lot more interesting than that previous fetch quest.
And I think we should go over to and find this guild hall and kick out the people.
Yeah, this sounds like something I'm not getting paid to do again.
Just keep in mind that it's one magic item and we got 6 characters here, so that is certainly worth considering. The fact that it is a rare magic item, though, and frankly one of the cooler rare magic items, means that if you were to try to buy one of these new, you might be talking somewhere in the 5,000 gold piece range. So if we were to sell something, if we sell something like this, we might get half or a little bit more than that we can split amongst the party. So, your call.
See, the better value on the Ring of Spell Storing would be to provide it to a non-spellcaster to have a couple spells under their belt to be able to utilize, versus a spellcaster having it who can cast the spells anyways. But that's just my humble opinion.
That was out of character, right? Your ranger did not come up with that, or did he?
No, he did. I have a 14 wisdom. It just didn't make sense for a person who could cast spells to have an item to cast spells, versus someone who can't cast spells to have an item that can cast spells.
He does have a point.
Is there a magic item warden subclass? If so, I think Don has found his calling.
Oh yeah, no, I'm really good at doing this thing. And then I got completely shut down with the last game, so I said, "Oh, screw it! All right, it's a free for all. Whoever wants these things can go ahead and go for it." But yeah, because I'm pretty good at picking out the finding the strengths and the weaknesses, finding a character who needs a particular item versus a character that has a, like if you have plate mail, full plate mail, and you're getting chainmail +3, you're bringing your value of your armor up to the plate mail. So you already have that armor class level. Now you've taken an armor that someone who can use chainmail, who can't wear plate mail, and screwing them over completely. But again, that's logic.
Yeah.
I was just gonna go the meat wad route with it. Like, now he don't just want candy; he needs it. And when you need something, that is a responsibility for adults.
I agree with Meatwad.
Yeah, it's put very succinctly. If you need it, I mean, who's to tell you you don't? It's a responsibility for adults, no less.
So, all right, looks like again, and it also gives me the opportunity. I'm willing to cast before we go, and before we rest, I'm willing to cast Hunter's Mark into that ring so that someone else can actually utilize a Hunter's Mark.
You don't
Before
have the
you
ring.
do that,
Yeah, the ring is
Alright.
what. Yeah, we get the
Before
ring
we
after.
start planning for this, we should probably
Nobody's thought about stealing the ring. I mean, this is one person here with the ring.
Oh, trust me, I have
I'm
thought
a
of
good
it.
person, so I can't. But also,
I am
if
not
you
a good
do-
person, so I
if
want
you-
to.
If you do, I have a healing spell we can put in it instead. That would be a lot more versatile, in my opinion.
All right, let's go look for this guy and get this ring back.
So
Well,
we're gonna
okay.
keep the ring and not sell it.
We're still thinking
I guess
about
it's more value. I mean, although I would recommend that if we find other people out there with money that we are going to be taking their money, then that's a good way for me to get paid.
Just gonna put
I-
this out
I
there.
do
Guinevere is
appreciate
a
the-
good alignment, so she will not participate in these activities.
Ochoa is gonna come over to you and just kind of loop her arm around yours, and so you guys are like locked elbows, and she just rests her hand on your forearm and be like, "I think you and I are gonna get along quite well, sir."
Yes, when you have 6 hungry mouths to feed, it takes a lot of gold.
Now there's a little spark in her eyes, and she goes, "Oh, and we couldn't let anyone go hungry." Ochoa is all on your side for this one, man.
Right. All right, let's go do this thing and get it done as quickly as possible, so we can actually move on to a paying job.
Well, all right. Let's get a few things cleaned up on this map from our previous encounters, namely the cerebral parasite corpses. We do not need them messing up our map here.
That being said, I do like the idea of us like using the toes of our boots to kind of move some of the corpses out of the way. Like, excuse me.
Also, what is
What the heck is that?
this? Who is that? Oh, it's
Hey.
it's Sam.
Hey, we found Waldo.
Yeah, right.
I guess her token did not link.
There's
No,
also
It
a
did not.
corpse in the library where the safe smashed through the
Oh,
window.
thank you, Julie.
In case you wanted that.
I do. Get that thing out of here, and we'll just erase those. If the dynamic lighting is messing up your map, just do a page reload. I turned it off for everybody, so sometimes that might cause some areas to just black out entirely. But dynamic lighting should not be an issue for any of you any further on this map. I'm also going to reveal a couple of hidden details, just descriptors, just to kind of identify which level is which.
Oh, I want in case anyone noticed, Sargot's robes got a little darker.
Like from pink to red, or from
Well, kind
red
of like
to
a
dark red, or
gray to a little bit darker gray.
Was it obvious, or was it like, oh, you just got dirty, kind of subtle?
Well, if it got dirty, it would only be darker in certain places. His entire robe got darker.
Alright, I didn't know if it was like sweat stain, drastic color change kind of thing.
yeah, you should probably use a detergent enhancer when cleaning your robe.
I don't know, we gotta be careful with that, because he could pull a Gandalf and wash his coloring away, make his brights too bright.
And gain about 5 levels from it.
I want that to be a quest reward, just like the laundry detergent of victory. You get 5,000 experience points or something when you wash your clothes with this.
I think I need to replace Julie's token so that it links up correctly, not with the level 10 multiverse variant.
I think this party needs a deck of many things.
Oh boy, who's
Oh
got
dear God, no.
who's got the cashola? And that's one thing I'd like to find out is how come when people cash in Beskar bunks for try that again, take 3. Beskar Bucks redemption options. Why is there no sound effect to alert me to it? Okay, I'm trying to find.
The other thing, though, is that when I spent the 5,000, it said that was like a max limit.
Yes.
But if 5,000 is a max limit, how do you spend a 25,000?
It's not the max bucks limit. It's the max limit of how many times an advantage reroll can be initiated per session by the people watching the stream.
Ah, okay. That makes more sense.
Right. So that way people aren't just like spamming advantage, 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 advantage. Like it's kind of it has a little bit more tactical usage in that respect.
Come on, Don. Bring in a deck of many things, Don. Bring it. Bring it.
Dude, I don't even like the deck of many things.
But it's funny to see what people draw.
Yeah, but it's not so funny when, you know...
When you get the
usually
Don
my character
Juan?
gets the bags. No, when I get the, you know, hey, I'm going to take 3 cards, and then all 3 of them, like, negate each other.
You know, I'd rather have
Who
that
remembers
happen than lose my soul.
Yeah, no, I got the avoid a situation. Then I got the dungeon, which I avoided by avoiding the situation. And then I got the answer to a question, which was...
Why did
you know,
this
what the
happen
hell
to me?
just happened? It's like,
Why me? Okay, Gwen, your token is now linked up correctly with your current iteration. And then I'm going to do the same thing for Sam. Okay, Sam is also set. Alright, so everybody should have their token on the board, or if not, let me get Julie set up here. Pow! There we go. Alright, I think everybody is here on the map who should be. Ochoa's hanging out outside having a cigarette. Apparently
Absolutely not.
on the porch.
I am just enjoying the open sky.
I would gladly donate 10,000 to for that deck of many things to come out.
Yeah, if only it was a collaborative thing.
I wish it
okay,
was.
The 20/5 on hit points is my Drake actually has 20 hit points, but It's not linking from the character sheet to show the actual hit points.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I'll look into that at a future point. But we do find ourselves back here at the Archivist Sanctum, where June typically spends her days working behind the primary desk here. Identical desk as you can find on level 1. And she is the one assigning this task to you. For reference, this is Master Durrell's study, and this is Master Durrell's private chamber. These are Master Durrell's private things, and this skylight was a particular favorite of Master Durrell's, so we do kind of have some indication that we might not be on his good side already when we come to the potential point of meeting him. And additionally, here in the library, standing before the textbooks on all sorts of maladies and diseases, is the ghostly ethereal being known as Madame Zosta, who worked her entire life in the library. And when you are traveling throughout the Border Ethereal, she is a constant presence in the library. So you may find some useful information from her if we choose to go that route.
Don't forget, we paid for the skylight to get fixed, so hopefully it'll be fixed before he gets back.
Oh, that was news to me. That sounds fun.
Well,
Hey,
the person who actually destroyed this stuff is no longer with us, so we probably don't have to worry about more skylights getting broken.
I mean, I did entice that to happen, though. So I am curious, what became of that safe?
Last we saw, it was smashed into the floor, pretty much
Oh,
where
we never
Sid...
got it open?
No, we never got it open. Yeah, it was still there last session when we came by. The only difference was that after we had solved the brain parasite thing, the librarians returning, especially June, were just kind of like, what happened here? Why is the safe smashed into the marble floor?
You know, we could
Nah.
we could have one of these scrolls as a knock spell and open up that safe.
I do like the idea of just knocking on the door. Speak, friend, and enter.
I mean, should we? Should you guys want to do that?
If it's still there, I don't mind trying. I am very curious about what's inside this box.
Gwen will caution against just doing it without asking permission.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna knock and ask permission for it to open. Oh, you mean from the librarians? Sorry.
Yes, it is the librarian's property.
Are you familiar with how the particular spell works?
I've seen it used. I can't exactly cast it myself yet.
So you don't know if there's any like things that could happen by casting the spell, do you?
Oh wait, I can cast this spell.
It's a very scatterbrained mage.
Well, he is only like 16. Oh, there will be a very loud sound when we cast it, though. So there's that.
Oh no.
So it's not like you can stealthily open the safe
No.
without everybody in the building knowing that you opened the safe.
No,
Or-
that's why I'm warning everybody. We could do this, but this is what will happen. Unless anybody can do a silent spell.
Unfortunately, no.
Sorry, I'm on the wrong character for that one.
So, did the librarian give us any information to lead us to track down this individual, whose name I have forgotten?
Darrell. The only information that we have currently are that we know where his sanctum is, so we may be able to find out additional information as to his location from that. We've been in there before, we just weren't necessarily looking for him. So any investigative attempts back then were generally more in trying to uncover the brain parasite issue. So it may be worth revisiting his sanctum, the circle itself. The circle, of course, will gain us access to the ethereal, both border and deep ethereal. In the border ethereal, we do have access to Madame Zosta, who's usually over here on this level wandering the library, and it's possible that she may have information as well.
Madame Zosta.
Well, first we'll
Do you
have to
happen
go.
to-
First, we'll have to go to the border ethereal. We can't converse with her here in the prime material.
Oh, okay. So she's.
That's why
Not
we
that
don't
kind
see
of
her
thing.
token when I'm pinging around the map, because she's a ghost. So
Do we first want to get our long rest so everybody can recharge
Probably a
while
good
we're in the
idea.
safety of the city?
Why do we need a long rest?
Because you have spellcasters.
Okay, fine. We'll long rest, and if you insist.
We'll fall asleep in the rafters of the library, and then we will continue our adventure after we sleep.
Oh my god, what the hell is happening? Dawn's against a long rest? What? What's going on here?
yeah, for real.
I was
what's
just pulling your leg, man. I was just pulling your leg.
Well, good news. Long rest is
Bring on long rest.
uninterrupted here. So you may click that long rest button, get all your hit points back, get all your abilities back, and approach this with a fresh set of eyes in the morning.
All right. So, but June is available, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she can be found here in this chair. And she is not limited to the ethereal, so I will grab a token out for her just to alleviate any confusion in that respect. Hey, perfect. I've got somebody carrying books. That's June.
Excuse me, do you happen to know if Darrell kept a diary that may give us an indication of where he would have gone?
He did have numerous journals. I'm not certain how detailed they may be. And in that respect, we did in fact uncover at least one or two of those in previous sessions. That's how we found the information on how to utilize the circle in his sanctum, how to access the border ethereal, how to access the deep ethereal. But
would he
anything else
keep
we
his
don't know.
more? Would he keep his more personal ones in his safe?
Yes, I would believe so. That is where his most private possessions are. Oh dear, you've not invited that beast back that was trying to break into it.
Oh, of course not. But what I am asking is if you have a key, we can open the safe, look for those journals, get the information that we need so that we can bring him back safely.
Oh, yes, I'm afraid I do not have access to his safe. It is protected by an arcane ward, if I recall correctly. Only the master had access. Welcome back, Fallen One. Hello, hello.
If we had a way to open the safe, would you oppose that idea?
As long as we don't cause any destruction, of course.
She looks a little nervously at the couple of books that she's holding and the arsenal of weaponry that your group possesses before her. As long as, yes, no continued damage to the sanctum is imposed, and so long as nothing is stolen, of course.
Of course. That's the furthest thing from our mind. All right, go.
Well, we're not restricted by the dynamic lighting or me needing to shunt people around from level to level, so if we want to head on up to level 3 to the sanctum here, easily affected. Ochoa knows the way. I'll just draw an arrow for all of you. Oops, that's wrong.
I have
the
wings.
safe-
I get up here very quickly.
Is the
Is
safe?
the safe up there?
Yeah, because didn't we throw it through the window? Did they get it back up?
They did bring it back up here.
Okay.
Yeah, the window, instead of a window, there's like a big plastic sheet that's been taped up with painter's tape. The safe is right in front of me.
There's construction workers still hanging out there on top of the mezzanine, smoking cigarettes, just swapping bullshit. Yeah, we'll get it done eventually. Listen to you.
Alright, so I will transfer the Nox scroll and transfer it to my spell book, and then cast Knock on the safe.
Okay. Time required to do that, of course, but we are in a perfect location for scribing scrolls and finding the peace and quiet necessary to do that. And go ahead and post up your knock spell. Let's just see. Yep. Uh-oh, if you choose a target that is held shut with an arcane lock, it is suppressed for 10 minutes, during which time the target can be opened and shut normally. Yep, a loud knock as far away as 300 feet. Hey! What the hell is that? We're trying to study down here! A loud commotion of grumbles and groans from the library below you. And... okay. So, good news and bad news. You have suppressed the arcane lock. What about the mundane lock after that?
I know we got a rogue.
And I also have
Now
thieves'
it's your
tools.
turn. Oh, well, I did that part. Now it's your turn. Whoever can pick this lock.
So we have a rogue, or Am I?
Ocho said she was a rogue.
Yeah,
I
I
am
was pretty sure
indeed.
there was a rogue in the party.
Sorry, I have a cold and I was in the middle of coughing. Run that by me again.
There's a lock that needs to be picked.
On it. Let me just, wait on my character sheet to open.
Darn British Wi-Fi.
Just in case you need this advice again, there's a button you should be able to click. And usually with tools, it gives you an option of what ability check you're gonna roll.
Right.
And perhaps she could use some little inspiration from our bard.
You gonna sing to me?
No, my bard does not sing. However, she'll make eye contact with you and say, "You know you can do this, right?"
I'm also going to
Oh!
use the help action to
I
assist
know I
because
can.
I'm also skilled in the tools. Oh, there you go. So I was going to give advantage. But
Oh
I
god,
guess I
well
can
here
do-
we go. We're already starting to crowd too many people into the limited space, and now we're fighting over the safe, and Butterfingers, it flies out of our hands through the window and crashes through the skylight to the floor below! There's a loud scream of, oh wait, that's what happened in the other version. A natural 20, we access the safe, and lo and behold, wow. There's some pretty cool stuff in here.
There was some pretty cool stuff in there.
Guinevere attempts to leave the room so she is not a witness, since she has picked up on their shady behavior. And I will go into the room with the portal in it and look around again.
I will be no party to this. There is a golden amulet that is obviously humming with a magical energy. It's just kind of sitting on one of the little shelves in the safe itself. On the bottom shelf of the safe are 3 small journals or other books of interest. And wedged up against that is a burlap sack that the top of it is just kind of wrapped end over end to where it just barely fits inside this safe. Whatever is inside that sack is the reason why this safe was so heavy in the first place.
Alright, so I'm going to pocket the. Hang on. So I am going to definitely pocket the amulet, and I am going to hand the journals to Sargoth, and then I am going to take one of my daggers and slit open the side of the burlap to gain access to what's within.
Ooh, you may not want to do that if that's a magical sack.
It is too late, my action has been taken.
Too late! Implosion! Well, fortunately, it appears to just be a normal burlap sack, and
Thank God.
within are 2 heavy golden bars stacked on top of each other.
So I'm going to just kind of lock eyes with Sargoth and kind of look down at the bars and subtly kind of hand one towards him slightly while keeping an eye on the door.
Do you not see Drecklin in the room with you?
I'm trying to be slick, all right.
Well, yeah, but and you're like way back behind us, so she's handing it to the closest person.
Yeah, because these are heavy. Because if I remember my science correctly, give me 1 second to do math.
It's okay. I'm gonna go into the other room to study, and on my way, when I pass Drecklin, I am going to slide the bar into his hand.
All right, so that's gonna be fun.
Let me
Because
just let me throw a little bit of wisdom into this entire scenario. The person that we are trying to locate is the owner of this safe. And when the owner of the safe returns and finds these valuable objects missing, and us being known to be going through this safe, will be the first people that will be charged with a crime for stealing the items within this safe.
No, we'll just tell him the big noisy guy did it, took it, and ran away.
But he's not here, and June's seen us and hired. You know what? I'm not going to waste any more wisdom on you.
So I actually did take that into account. Also, the trivia fact that I
left the
found-
room.
Okay, the trivia fact that I found out was I had to do some math because I know what gold is in ounces, but that's about it. It's going to be 12.4 kilograms, or roughly 24 pounds.
Woo! Yeah, that is a hefty chunk of goldage.
Per bar, yeah. But actually, the one bar is what I slid to you, but the other and the journals are what I slid to you because we wanted to look into the journals.
Yep.
But I left the other bar. I just had the other bar stay in the safe. I did open up the bag, but I left it there.
Well, with the looting underway, anybody else?
Don't call it that.
Anybody else have any actions they wish to take investigative as far as determining what may have happened to our fair librarian here?
I would like to investigate in the room that I'm in to see if there's any hints about where he may have gone.
Roll it up. Investigation.
See, if it wasn't for the fact that we believe that he might have magically left and disappeared, see, I have ear to the ground, which is because I'm an urban bounty hunter. And I could talk to people, but if he disappeared out of the portal, most people won't know. So I'll utilize that. I'll wander around and see if anybody's seen him leave the town physically. Just to narrow that.
Sure thing. Yeah. Going through that route determines it has been a number of days since anybody has physically seen him in town, so it does not seem that is the way that he has gone. Investigation check from Gwen. There is not what it could be, so perhaps others focused on that effort may be of benefit to us.
Guinevere
Yeah,
just
after I
feels
get the
too
books,
bad
I'll
about
start.
stealing.
After I get the books, I'm going to start going through them to see if there's any information.
For sure. Yep. I'm assuming that you're studying that, and it will take you some time, so I'll probably come back to you last.
Yep. Where is his desk in his room?
It's on the far right side of the circle. You can see the little chair kind of stuck out there. 25 feet east of Drecklin's current position. And who do we got lingering back behind here? We have Harriet still back there. Do you want to roll an investigation check for us, Sam? And same for Sid, as you're joining us here on the top level.
Okay.
Oh, I got it. Whoa!
Not that I have, given I have like no intellect.
Yeah, that'll work pretty well. Okay, well, physical investigation does reveal a few details here in the sanctum that we are previously unaware of. A little strange considering how much time we have spent here in his private chambers, but we have not, again, spent much time investigating his presence or what was going on here so much as, ooh, what are these books over here? Is there anything cool here? Anything magic? Ooh, what about this box of magical rings that we found? Like, we did a fair amount of exploration, just not pertaining to his disappearance. And, of course, considering the clumsy presences of some who came before here, it goes, there's a little bit of explanation as to why the signs of obvious struggle in these chambers were overlooked the first time we were in here. Not only the chest at the foot of the bed, which we've already gone through and gotten the magical rings out of, but the chest, upon closer examination, it appears that somebody or some kind of something heavy kind of landed on the right side of it, because there's chips and chunks taken out of the wood.
Was it the safe when we were flinging it around?
It does not appear to be the safe, because the safe pretty much just kind of went from here to here. Additionally, the rug. There are some stains on the rug, both bloody and... Is it... That's salt. The fuck is there salt doing on the rug? No doubt about it. There is salt residue on the floor, on the rug, on the table, and over here in the room itself. Now that salt residue has been raised as a... You guys see any salt out there? Yeah. It's kind of hard to miss now. Like, it's just almost as if a salt bomb exploded in here, or maybe 100 years worth of those burning salt crystals that just kind of purify the air in your room, like they were just left unattended with no living presence whatsoever, such as the residue all over everything in here. And last but not least, there are scrapes near the magical circle, just here on the left side, almost as if somebody were grabbed and drug, and those are fingernail scrapings on the floor here, leading across the carpet, dragging into the wood, and who knows where anybody went from there. And that will in fact bring us right to the conclusion of our session for this week, friends. I will send you back to your starting screen. We've got a bit of a cliffhanger here, as we know we're on the lookout for the head librarian, and something afoul does indeed appear to have taken place. So, closing thoughts from each of you before we close out the stream.
I made it back just in time. That was great. I'm excited for all the magic stuff we're getting, even though everyone else really isn't. But that's like my character's entire perspective, is they want to get their hands on more magical stuff. So, works out.
I'm excited. I love a good murder mystery, so I'm looking forward to seeing how all of this plays out and where we find the guy, and if anyone notices how many things that we steal, so, you know.
What do you mean we? But yeah, no, excellent game. I mean, you know, it's great to see the characters with their different personalities and everything, and actually being able to work together, even though we have, you know, dynamically opposing things. Just out of character, my character is chaotic neutral. So, you know, he'll throw out these Confucius bits of wisdom, but doesn't give a crap whether you follow them or not.
See, my character is neutral good. So she doesn't really necessarily care about the laws. She just thinks that you shouldn't be a bad person and be mean for no reason.
Sounds like the crickets again.
Yep, Zargoth is also chaotic.
Sid is neutral, so I'm just kind of sitting back.
I don't know what I am other than chaotic. I just know that I am chaos incarnate.
That would
So
be
you're
chaotic neutral.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that would be it.
Repeat that? It kind of broke up a little bit.
I said
Then
that would
you
be
are-
classified as chaotic Ben.
There you go.
Well, yeah. Well, no, just Ben. You don't need to add more chaotic to it.
I don't know if we lost Sam. Any closing thoughts from you there, my friend?
Not really.
Very cool, very cool. Pleasure to have you here with us on Sunday. And yeah, I just couldn't help but think as Dawn was talking about the party working well together despite differences. Just thank you, Lucky Stars, you're not in the G1 group on Sunday morning today, because yeah, if you got a peek at that, it's definitely some party conflict already coming up in some pretty hilarious ways. That's going to close us out for this week's Sunday doubleheader. This coming week, we are on the week B, I suppose. If week A starts with Monday, week B is starting with Tuesday. We are back to the Ultra Dracolich battle, wherein the Coalescence plot began its merge. The Star Wars What If crew from Thursday nights, they have concluded their adventures, crashing their ship literally into the battlefield on Tuesday nights, where our dungeon exploring crew is in now their third combat against the Dracolich, now Ultra Dracolich. And we're going to see just how that resolves. Thursday Star Wars is closed out, so in fact this week we're going to be doubling up on the Tuesday session, assuming all the players are available, or most of them anyway, so I need to post that here in the Discord over the next few hours, as yeah, we'll be doing the Ultra Dracolich Tuesday and Thursday. Friday is a little up in the air. We had a little more chaotic neutral strike last night, so we're going to put that on hiatus and address the Acilia curse later on. But Sunday next week, G3 and G4, they are finally getting into the meat of their sessions. And G4, you're going to have your first actual session. I thank you so much for your patience. And we got a lot of fun stuff coming up with that. In the meantime, hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. Stick around here in Discord server as HPTV is kicking off shortly, friends. In the meantime, see ya!
Alrighty, goodbye guys. I am going to go to bed as it is now 3 in the morning.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.